What is going on? Welcome to No Chill Promos. How y'all doing? Hope you're having a blessed day for watching this. And before I get into this review for AEW's Dynamite, just gotta do a quick shout out to all subscribers to the channel and to the followers on the Rumble. Now at 132 subs. And I see one sub here. Big ups to you, Cody Mitchell. Thank you. And the other person that's up as well, doesn't tell me, but thank you nonetheless. Alright, I truly appreciate it. But enough about that, let's get into this review. Alright. First, we see Mr. John Moxley, or the BCC, where the fuck they're calling themselves, after All Out. And basically, John said was like, you know, Brian, we made a promise to each other that we're supposed to create something real, something tangible 2 years ago. And we tried it your way, and it failed. It sucks. Alright, this place is permeated with jobbers, and I can't stand it. You didn't say that, but you might as well. Its lordship always chose you as his favorite, but deep down inside, he related more to me. Because men like me, we are what we are. Nature can't change that. So Brian, I choose war. And I have absolutely no idea what the fuck he was talking about, except for the fact that AEW sucks and that it needs to change, which I 110% agree. And next we see Darby Allin entering the building. Alright, and he's going to confront John Moxley later on, but we'll get to that when we get to it. So, moving on, we see the patriarchy and the patriarch of AEW, Christian Cage, cutting a promo. Why don't all you fat losers here at Lexington, Kentucky shut your mouths while I conduct my business? Word on the street is that Christian Cage has limitless aura, as I have been carrying this company on my back for the past 2 years. This contract right here guarantees me an AEW World title shot whenever I want. So I'd say it's undeniable at this point. Alright, and even though we lost the trios titles at All In, there's something brilliant that happened later on in that gauntlet match, when Killswitch grabbed me by the throat, and I look into his eyes, and I'm finally seeing what I've been trying to tell him for the past 2 years, that he is a wrecking machine, he's a beast, he is a killer, and he belongs to me. Alright, and I did try to come out here and call my shot at All Out, but I decided that it wasn't the right time or place to do so. And make no mistake about this, Bryan Danielson, that your days are numbered. And you think being nearly suffocated is bad enough? That pales in comparison to what I'm going to do to you to win that AEW World title. I'm going to beat you so bad that you wish your wife Brie Bella was the one that has CTE, so that she won't be able to comprehend how much of a disgrace, a failure, a disappointment you are as AEW World Champion. Alright, and before I go, for the rude people here in Lexington, Kentucky, it's Killswitch, not Luchasaurus. And as I will always be the face of TBS, now and forever, I will be the reigning, defending, undisputed next AEW World Champion. That's why he's a fucking man. Alright, that's why he is the true face of AEW, right fucking there. I'm all for Christian Cage being the AEW World Champion. Needs to happen. Alright, but before the segment ends, we see Kip Sabian out there in the crowd, which I'm like, I didn't even know he was still there. I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought this dude Ben got released, but apparently he's been stalking the patriarchy here the past few weeks. I guess on Rampage or Collision, I don't know, I don't watch this shit, so I'm assuming it happened on there. But he runs off, scurries along, And yeah, I guess there's more to it to say. I guess Kip's trying to join the patriarchy. I don't fucking know, man. But that's it for this segment. Let's move on. Next, we see the Don Callis family backstage. We see Don talking to Will. Like, basically Don says, like, hey, look, Will, there's a tag team gauntlet match tonight, and Kyle here needs a partner. And you owe me a favor, so I figured who better to team up with Kyle than his best friend Will. And, you know, Ospreay was like, you know, I don't know about that, bro. You know, I got a lot of weight on my shoulder. I got this title here. I'm worried about Ricochet. Like, Don was like, look, like, I did you a favor, so now it's time for you to do yours. Okay? And Kyle was like, look, man, I'm sick and tired of being a jobber. Or I've come so close and I always lose. So you know me better than anybody here. Alright, I need you, man. And Will was like, oh, what the hell, man? I can't say no to you. Right? You know, she daps up fucking Kyle and Don, and he tries to dap up the Alpha, Konosuke Takeshita. And hey, the way Konosuke just looks at him, like, man, put your fucking hand down, nigga. I'm like, I don't know you, man. What the fuck with you? I don't even like your ass. And as soon as they announced that these two are going to be in a tag team gauntlet match, I'm like, well, there's the finish. I mean, you just spoiled the fucking match. Way to go. You fucking assholes. Like, because Don said how Will's he's undefeated in these gauntlet matches. So I'm like, well, they just fucking spoiled it. And imagine if they actually win the tag team titles. If I'm Mark Davis, I'm turning heel when I get back, because that's some bullshit. Alright, fuck all that. Right, there is no more Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. More like, no, no, no. Fuck out of here. But we'll get to that gauntlet match later on. But moving on. Next match, I believe, was for the TNT Championship. We see the scapegoat, Jungle Jobber Jack Perry, coming in the building with his Jeepers Creepers U-Haul truck once again. They're trying to look like a badass. Again, it ain't working. Alright, it may work for some people, but again, I can't take a dude that looks like Jack Perry seriously. I mean, I would bet that half the people in the audience could whoop Jungle Boy's ass. Okay, the fuck out of here. But he goes up against Leo Rush here, the man who I like to call him the man of 1,001 companies, because I see Leo Rush every fucking where. It don't matter if it's WWE, AEW, TNA, New Japan, CMLL, AAA, MLW, fucking Stardom, Marigold, fucking GCW, DPW. Like, this dude's fucking everywhere, man. Hot damn. Not only is this man everywhere, but he is always losing more times than not. Alright? And tonight's no different. So, as far as the match itself, I don't give a shit. I'll be honest. I mean, it was decent for what it was, but I mean, like, I'm supposed to get into this match when I know Jungle Boy's going over it. Like, there's not a chance in hell that he's gonna drop his title to Leo Rush here. It ain't happening. Alright, but fast forward to the finish of the match. We see Jungle Jobber mocking Danielson, even though Danielson whooped his ass at All Out. But he does the Psycho knee to Leo Rush. Leo sells the hell out of it. 1, 2, 3. And still the TNT champion, Jungle Jobber Jack Perry. Alright. And then after match, he's talking about how people like him have been crucified so that we can prevail, be worshipped in the next life. A lot of religious undertones here in this episode. You got Jungle Jobber thinking he's Jesus. I'm sorry, that's hilarious. I'm like, you just mentioned being crucified, man. If you're getting crucified because you fucking suck, dude. I mean, like, that's it. Get the fuck out of here, man. But we move on. We see Adam, the arsonist Page. You know, right? He cuts a promo talking about how if Swerve had 1,000 childhood homes, he will burn down each and every last one of them. I told everyone that I said I was going to do exactly what I said I was going to do. And that is take away his pride, take away his dignity, and end Swerve Strickland. And if there's anyone out there that tries to protect him, still, I will find you and I will hurt you. Alright? That's basically what he said here. And he walks off, and then Renee was like, Hangman, what the hell? You see some nameless jobber laying there on the floor. Who cares? And we see Adam mugging Top Flight here. And I see Layla Gray. I remember, I think it was All In that, or it was, I believe it was All In. That one dude had that Layla Gray sign that we need more Layla Gray. I immediately remember that. And I'm like, hey, you got your wish, homie, and this is the reason why. Look at this gorgeous ass woman right here. Hot damn, she's fine. Right? But yeah, I digress. Let me move on. Next, we see Adam mugging the Dark Order. Eva Uno says, like, I don't even recognize who you are anymore. Right? Adam walks off, and then he gets confronted by Jeff Jarrett. Oh, Double J, Jeff Jarrett. Oh, slap nuts. He says how the Jarretts have been in the wrestling business for decades and that they're some of the most ruthless, toughest sons of bitches to ever step into pro wrestling. Alright? And he said that he's no stranger to the dark path that Adam Hangman Page is on right now. Alright? But it's going to come back to bite you sooner than later. Just like how you put your hands on my wife. Alright? Now, I'm telling you this right now. There is no greater enemy to you than the man in the mirror. And Adam was like, shut the fuck up. The sucker punches him. But I was laughing my ass off when I seen this shit. This shit had me dying, bro. Like, this man just swung on him with like just no hesitation. Like, man. But yeah, they end up fighting. He throws Jarrett into like some chairs, and he was like, I didn't want your damn advice. Alright, I didn't ask for your damn advice in the first place. And then we see Jay Lethal and Karen Jarrett showed up, and Jay was like, get him out of here, get his ass out of here. And we see Layla Ray freaking out and shit. So, but yeah, this was hilarious. Probably my favorite moment of tonight, easily. Alright, so they're still continuing how Adam is still unhinged. So what is it gonna take for this man to I guess get back to his old self? You know, we shall see. But we move on to Private Party, or should I say the Party of Jobbers. Alright, and let's take a look, let's take a moment to see all four of these men. Alright, before what's about to happen here. And I'm gonna cue in the sad music. Alright, because I'm watching this entrance and I'm like, it makes complete sense as to what is about to happen, transpire to all four of these men right here. Alright, seeing this goofy ass dance. Alright, but they're in the ring, and for some reason, I don't know why the fuck Commander is stuck with Private Party. I have no fucking clue. Alright, but before the match even happens, because it's supposed to be like a Private Party and Commander versus like some jobbers. Now, before I break down what's about to transpire to all these men here in the ring, I just want to take some time out to say, rest in peace, alright? Because Private Party, they are never, ever going to be tag team champions under this gimmick. It ain't happening, alright? And Commander, this poor guy, man, like, as athletic as he is, like, this dude is a bona fide jobber. This dude is losing more times than not. Doesn't matter how good he is in the ring. Dude's a jobber. Alright? And the other three guys, I don't even know their names. So yeah, they're jobbers. Okay? So everyone in this ring, and then Alex Marvez, or whatever the fuck his name is, he's also a jobber. Doesn't even wrestle. Who cares? So everybody in this ring, it's just jobbers. Alright? Just, they never win no damn championships. Alright? Not with this current presentation. It ain't gonna happen. Alright, but what happens next is the BCC comes out and annihilates all of these men. Every last one of them. It's not even funny. Alright, especially there's some the short dude. I remember him. He's the one that he did that meme from Samoa Joe when Joe dodges his this top rope crossbody, right? Claudio tosses him into like barricade, and then we see Marina just puts Commander to sleep. And what a sad visual. I mean, like, poor Commander, man. This is terrible. I mean, like this man got choked out by Marina Shafir, bro. Like, this man ain't winning the FTW title, the TNT title, the Continental Classic title, the International title. He ain't winning no title. Alright, that's for damn sure. Alright, he might have to take his ass to ROH, because it ain't happening. Not on Dynamite, not on Collision. Alright, but yeah, after BCC wipes out all the jobbers, Pac grabs a mic, and all he said was that what happened at All Out was inevitable. We are a product of this festering environment that we have been in for too long. Alright, diplomacy has failed. I was once lost, and now I'm found. Now I have a purpose. This company is ours. And that's it. Drops the mic, walks off. So, another cryptic promo here from the BCC, or whatever the fuck they're calling themselves. And it's interesting, no Yuta here to try to confront BCC. Interesting. So, we move on. Next we see their learning tree. Hi guys. Of Jericho pulling up in this new Mercedes-Benz that he bought for whatever reason. I don't fucking know. And I don't care. But basically he says that tonight he's going to reveal what's inside Orange Cassidy's backpack here, and that he's going to pay the price, and that he's going to pay the $7,000 that he owes for ruining Chris Jericho's jacket. Alright, Big Bill says that, you know, the biggest sin a person can commit is not paying on their debts, and Brian Keefe says, pay the damn debt. So, that's all he does, man. But yeah, now this, I don't know what's with these fucking shows, man. I got on the fucking WWE fucking bracelet, a fucking necklace, and now AEW got a fucking backpack. I mean, like, what the fuck's going on here, man? But I don't know, man. I digress. But next we get a match between Ricochet versus Sammy Guevara. Real quick before I get into the match, I've heard some shit about Sammy getting into some type of altercation with Malachi Black at All Out backstage. Which I'm like, how? I mean, of all the people to get into fisticuffs with, you choose Malachi Black? Come on, man. Like, that's a chill ass dude. Like, I've seen some of his Twitch streams. Like, he seems like a cool ass dude, like mad chill, you know, down to earth. You know what I mean? But if that actually did happen, I'm like, why is this dude still here? I mean, like, he's not a draw. I mean, he's a good worker at best, but that's it. I mean, like, Pac can do everything that Sammy Guevara does, but better. You know what I mean? Like, why the fuck's he still here if that happened? But apparently Ty Mello came out and said that it's bullshit, so I don't fucking know, man. It's so, with all the shit that Sammy has done, it's still surprising that he's even here. And as much as I shit on Sammy Guevara, mainly because, yeah, it's like a douchebag. That's really it. If he wasn't such a douchebag, I might actually like the guy. He did have a way better match with Ricochet than Ricochet did with Kyle Fletcher. And I think mainly because Sammy is smaller and he's more athletic than Kyle. So I think it meshes better with Ricochet's style here. So yeah, this is the match that Ricochet should have had and his debut on Dynamite, in my opinion. So there you go. I just put over Sammy there. Alright, not a complete asshole. Now, I can't say it was the match of the night because there's a match that happens later on that I enjoyed more. Alright, but this was good for, you know, these two, you know, facing off for the first time. You know what I mean? But fast forward to the finish, we see Ricochet. He does like a kind of like a thrust kick to like an axe kick, and then we see the intensity. Like, he was like yelling, like he was fired up. Like, where the fuck was this Ricochet last week? Like, where the fuck's this Ricochet been? Huh? Like, this is the Rico that I want to see. Okay, but he hits the Vertigo finisher to Sammy for the 1-2-3. Then after the fact, we see one of my favorites, my nigga, Black Taurus, or aka the Beast Mortis, he comes and spears the fuck out of Ricochet here, man. That's one of the best spears I've seen all year. And Ricochet sold the fuck out of it. It was kind of reminiscent to how The Rock sold Rhino's spear. Kind of like that. Just sells the fuck out of it, man. It looks completely devastating. Then we see Sammy on the outside. He was like, fuck, here we go. I gotta be a babyface. So he comes in, tries to attack Mortis with a chair. He helps up Ricochet, and he gives him his props. So, yeah. I forgot Sammy is now a babyface because he's in a random tag team with Dustin Rhodes. I believe they're still tag team champions over there for whatever reason. I don't fucking know. But yeah, this was good. It was good for Ricochet, that is, mainly. All right, like this is the Ricochet that I want to see. Bring that intensity and bring this fire every week, and then we can start cooking with Ricochet, all right? But we gotta move on. Next, we see the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada backstage with Renee. Okada says, "That's all out. It was hardest challenge in my life." I won. It was so easy. I'm like, this dude's such a fucking troll, man. And then we see Don Callis and Konosuke pull up. And he was like, "What was easy, huh?" He's like, "Yeah, you may have won at All Out, but you didn't beat Konosuke." And Okada says, "Oh, like, he beat Chomp one day, just not Continental Chomp. Bitch." I'm sorry, Okada be like, he kills me, man. With his fucking, it's like this the shit he does, man. It's hilarious. All right, man. Konosuke steps up and he was like getting in his face. I thought he was gonna say something here, but he doesn't. I'm like, when are we gonna hear from the Alpha? All right, we need to hear from him. Like, we can hear from Okada fucking every week, calling people beaches, just him being a complete troll. I mean, we got to hear from Konosuke Takeshita, man. It has to happen, right? But we move on to a promo from Darby Allin. He says, "I see someone's been looking for me. Well, I'm right here. Come on out and say what you got to say." So then we see Jon Moxley and Rhea Shafir coming out. Jon Moxley was like, "Hey, look, I ain't got no weapons, I'm just here to talk." But Darby once again tells us like back when he was homeless and how he was wrestling in gymnasiums and all this shit that we haven't heard before for like the 100th time. But he was like how, out of all the guys that I wanted to look up to, turns out all of them were sellouts or fake, but not you, Moxley. Like, you kept it real, not wanting to be just like you. But after watching you did to Bryan Danielson last week, I don't ever want to be just like you. How could you do that to someone that you call family? So what the hell do you want from me, Moxley? Mox says, "Look, I'm gonna cut straight to the chase, alright? You earned yourself an AEW World title shot, and it was supposed to happen at Grand Slam. Just so happens that the champion is indisposed right now, and it may be a blessing in disguise, alright? Because I'm telling you right now, you are not ready to be a world champion. You weren't ready 5 years ago, you weren't ready 2 years ago, you weren't ready last year, last month, last week, even right now. So I'm gonna need you to give me your AEW World title shot." And Darby was like, what are you, stupid? What, we've been drinking again? Didn't you just hear what I just said? Why the hell would I give you my title shot? You gotta earn it. And you know what? You want my title shot? Well, come Grand Slam, you have to fight me for it. And you wanna, you hate this place so much, and you wanna burn it to the ground, but don't be surprised when I take you into the fire with me. That's basically all that happened here. So at Grand Slam, Moxley's going to face Darby Allin for this title shot, which I don't remember him even winning this Royal Rampage match, but who cares? Darby, I don't see him winning, and Moxley was 110% correct when he says that and Darby ain't ready to be a world champion. Damn sure. I mean, I'll feel some type of way if I'm Wardlow and I see that they give Darby Allin a world title before him, or guys like him, or like Malachi Black, you know, for instance. Like, come on, man. Like, this is ridiculous. But yeah, I digress. Let me move on. Next, we see Christopher Daniels talking backstage. He's saying how he's still worried about the condition for Bryan Danielson, and now we have an impromptu match at Grand Slam against Moxley and Darby Allin for his title shot. Then we see Nigel McGuinness showing up. It was like, look, Daniels, I need to talk to Tony Khan. And Daniels was like, right now? I mean, I'm like, you can't see I'm busy? And he was like, yes, right now. I'm going to find him and I'm going to talk to him. Alright, that's all that really happened here. We move on to the next match, which in my opinion was match of the night. Alright, and that's the Glamour, Mariah May, the current AEW Women's World Champion, facing Queen Aminata. Alright, which is like, yo, I'm like, finally she's getting some fucking TV time on Dynamite again, because every time Aminata is on Dynamite, it don't matter where she's on, she always delivers. Like, she has yet to have a bad fucking match. There is no reason why she can't be a future AEW Women's World Champion. Alright, beautiful woman, can work in the ring, like one of the best workers in that fucking company, if I'm being honest. And she can cut a promo. It's like, what more do you fucking need? Alright, so yeah, I'm all for Queen Aminata. One of my favorites here in AEW. Really one of my favorites in women's wrestling right now. And when I eventually make that video, my top 5 favorite women's wrestlers currently, she's on that list. So spoiler alert, alright? But yeah, I enjoyed this match because it was hard hitting and they were selling, alright? They were selling the damage that they were taking. This is one of the key things I look for in a fucking match. I can't stand fucking no selling, man. It just irritates me. Alright. But some of the best spots here in the match was at one point we see Mariah kiss Aminata on the side of the head before running and hitting a drop kick to her back. Fast forward, she kisses her again. And I guess she's trying to go for that running knee, but Aminata counters. She then hits a snap suplex, and she arguably has one of the best snap suplexes in the game today. Honestly, like, I love that fucking move. I love how she does it. It's perfect. Like, kind of like Benoit-esque. You know what I mean? She then hits a beautiful release German suplex, and Mariah sells the shit out of it. She lands into the ropes, and then we see Aminata running and hitting like a kind of like a running kick or knee kind of move, and then she was like in the camera talking her shit. I'm like, there you fucking go. I mean, talk your shit, Aminata. That's the queen right there. That's the queen of AEW. Alright, but we're gonna fast forward here. Mariah hits that draping DDT that Randy Orton always does in his matches, that signature move for 2 count. Fast forward, she hits a nasty running shotgun dropkick, and I'm like, why does her dropkick look more impactful than Finn Balor's? I mean, like, I know it's not just me. I'm like, I seen him on Raw, and I'm watching like Mariah, because this, like, one of the reasons I love this match is because it was hard hitting, all right, which is Mariah's style, all right, which I can appreciate. Well, I'm like, why does her dropkick look better than Balor's? You know what I mean? But Mariah hits that running Mayday knee of hers or whatever that she does, and then followed by the Storm Zero for the 1, 2, 3. Right? So your winner is Mariah May, and I hate to see Aminata do the job, but at least she's on fucking Dynamite, so that's a step in the right direction. I want to see more of Layla Gray and more of Queen Aminata, 110%. Right? But Mariah cuts a promo after the fact, and she's sad. She's sad that she still hasn't had her celebration for her win at All In. She says that she's missing someone, and that someone is Mina Shirakawa. And she tells her to come back. And that's it. That's all that happened to her. So they're going to set up the feud between Mina versus Mariah, which has to happen because these two have an extensive history going back to Stardom. under the Club Venus days. So yeah, I'm looking forward to how this feud plays out, so we move on. Next, we see the Young Cucks, and they're talking about how the fans are bitching about the AEW Tag Team division, how stale it is, and that they wanted to see some new blood at the top. Alright, and Matt was like, well, maybe you guys should be complaining about how the other tag teams suck, and that there's no one in this division that could beat us. Hence, we booked this gauntlet match in the main event, so that maybe one of these tag teams can step up to challenge the greatest tag team of this generation. You're welcome. And I'm like, yeah, fans have every right to feel that way because the tag team division does suck. Tired of fucking FTR, damn sure tired of the Acclaim, and I'm damn sure tired of the Young Cucks. Like, yeah, fans have every right to feel that way. You buried the Butcher and the Blade. You keep burying Private Party. They don't have a fucking chance. I don't give a shit about Top Flight. Who else? I don't give a shit about the Righteous. The fucking Outrunners haven't even had a chance at the tag titles. Well, yeah, like, it is fucking stale. So, that's all they really said here. And we wish the best of luck to whoever wins the gauntlet match. Alright, so, moving on, we see a tag match between the Learning Tree versus the Iron Savages. Alright, and I can tell you right now, I have absolutely zero interest in seeing the Iron Savages. Like, just look at this shit right here. Like, titty time. I don't want to see. Those aren't the type of titties I want to see. And that's for damn sure. Fuck out of here. But if you're gonna fast forward to the finish, Brian Keefe hits the Diamond Dust onto Jack Jameson, who is the best member in that fucking group. All right, and Jericho comes in, does his taunt for the 1, 2, 3. All right. Afterwards, he cuts a promo. He reveals what's in the Orange Cassidy's backpack, which is this a picture frame of the best friends. And Chris Jericho says, like, see, this is your problem, Cassidy. You're still so fixated on friendship. And I can tell you right now, there are no friends in professional wrestling. And if they are, they're lying to you. Okay? And as you people can see, I'm wearing my $7,000 jacket that Orange Cassidy ruined with orange juice. So Cassidy, you're gonna pay me my $7,000. Where is my money? Where is it? Then we see Orange Cassidy on the Titantron. He was like, hey Chris, hey, don't worry, I have your money. Okay? I don't exactly have all of it on me right now, but my boys do. Then we see my nigga Mark Briscoe driving a bulldozer with Kyle O'Reilly. Alright, and he dumps pretty much what I would presume to be $7,000 in change on top of Chris Jericho's Mercedes-Benz. Alright, and hopefully those are all quarters. Those are pennies. I'm like, that's an asshole. What an asshole. Those are all pennies. That's savage as hell. But yeah, I see Cassidy, he puts a dollar bill on top of the seat there, and he was like, there you go, exact change. Alright, so this was goofy, obviously, but I can appreciate it because it's different. Alright, so I'm not gonna shit on it. Alright, so I like them doing different shit like this, man. It tells me that they're trying to put effort into being entertaining. Alright, which I can respect. Alright, so we move on to a promo from Mr. Nigel McGuinness. Basically what he said was, since Darby Allin is challenging Jon Moxley at Grand Slam, that means Danielson doesn't have a match at Grand Slam. And I know he's sitting at home, struggling to breathe, gasping for air, harder than when Justin Roberts got choked out with his own tie. But thanks to Tony Khan, my wish has finally been granted. At Grand Slam, I am laying down the challenge against Bryan Danielson because I had to sit back for years watching his success when it should have been me. And I get it, Bryan, you're afraid of me. But are you really going to deny the match that these people been wanting to see? Because I'm telling you right now, at that Arthur Ashe Stadium, I'm coming out to Oasis. And would this be the final countdown for Danielson? Or this is going to be the final match for the American coward. The ball's in your court, Danielson. And that's it. So, at Grand Slam, it's official. We're finally getting the long, highly anticipated match between Nigel McGuinness versus the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. Alright, this has been years in the fucking making. And as trash as the Kentucky crowds usually are, they popped for this announcement. So I appreciate that. Because this is a big deal. I mean, there's a lot of bad blood, kayfabe-wise, between these two. Alright, so I'm looking forward to seeing that match. But we move on to a promo package from Hook. It's just boring as fuck. This man has no, he cuts the same fucking promo every fucking time, man. He just says, hey, Roderick, I got a lot of respect for you. You know, you're one of the greatest wrestlers in any locker room you go to. But what's it gonna be? Are you gonna challenge me? Or when is it? I want to know. That's basically what he said here, man. It's like, Hook, man. It's like, this dude has not progressed at all. He's been the same dude since he first came in the scene with Team Taz. You know what I mean? The only thing we've seen from Hook is losing his vision to being like, I can see Chris. You know, being like, this dude, man. So yeah, I really don't give a shit about Hook at this point, and I don't give a shit about the FTW title. I don't. I've been saying retire this fucking belt. Too many fucking belts in the show as it is. Get rid of it. Fucking, it had its time in the sun. It's over. Alright? Fucking retire it for good. Alright? But we move on to the main event of the show. Alright, we see the Young Bucks sitting up there by the rampway to watch the action. First we see FTR coming out. Then we see Ospreay and Fletcher coming out second. And I'm not going to break down the whole match. This is one of those matches where everybody gets their spotlight. Okay, I'll just break down the order of entrances. Okay, next we get the Righteous, who have the worst theme song in AEW history. And not only that, one of the worst theme songs in professional wrestling history. I detest this fucking song. That's why I can't stand the group, because of their fucking song. It's like, I don't have really anything against the wrestlers, I just hate your fucking song, man. Like, that shit is garbage. Like, that shit, like, fucking, I'm surprised my eardrums haven't burst from hearing this fucking garbage. You know what I mean? But next, we get the Undisputed Kingdom that nobody cares about. Matt Taven and Mike Bennett. Nobody cares about this group. They've been done since Adam Cole Bebe has been injured. Alright? And they're damn sure not winning here tonight. Next, we see the Acclaimed, who everybody does not love. Another tag team I'm fucking tired of. I kind of want to see Bowens break out on his own. I want to see him turn heel on Caster. That's what I want to see. But next, we see MXM, who got a pretty good pop here. Alright? And they did their thing. They're entertained. I wouldn't mind if MXM won here tonight. And alright, it's another tag team that, you know, should be at some point tag team champions. Alright, they're too good. Alright, they actually have a character. You know what I mean? And I can respect that. Even though it's a little sus at times. Well, more than sus. But it's like a Zoolander gimmick. I can respect it. You know? And I like the Zoolander. I mean, it's a hilarious movie. Next, we see the Outrunners, and the crowd went crazy. This was the pop of the night. Alright, these guys should have won. Okay? The crowd even Kentucky knows how great the Outrunners are. Alright, they come in the ring, they clean house. Then we see the Grizzled Young Vets coming out. But before they can even get to the ring, we see FTR just bum rush these dudes. I'm like, damn, okay. And I'm not gonna lie, I do want to see this feud. Alright, I've been wanting to see this because there's been a lot of comparisons between these two tag teams. As I've heard people say how Grizzled Young Vets or GYV, it's like a European version of FTR, even though I think GYV is better, in my opinion. But yeah, these guys, they fight off into the back. We get back to the match. We see the Outrunners hit their tag team finisher, whatever it's called. It was like a kind of like a power slam into a net breaker. The match should have ended right here, but the ref took his sweet ass time to count the pin. But it gets broken up, and the finish of the match was Dante Martin hitting like a body splash off the top rope to Kyle Fletcher. Kyle blocks it with his knees up, and then out of nowhere we see Ospreay hitting a hidden blade to Dante, knocks his ass out. Kyle pins him for the 1-2-3. So your winner is Will Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher, who challenges the Young Cucks at Grand Slam for the AEW Tag Team titles. Shocker. Who could have seen this coming? Like, for fuck's sake, man. But hopefully they don't win. Because, like I said, if I'm Mark Davis and I see this shit happen, I'm like, I'm turning heel. Like, that's some bullshit. Fuck all that. Alright? And the Outrunners should have won here. Because that would have been great for them to win at Grand Slam, because I don't give a shit about the Young Cucks. Alright? You have a legit tag team that people were starting to get behind in the Outrunners. So hopefully they go all the way, they pull the trigger, and they pull the belts on Outrunners at some point. It has to happen, man. You did it with the Acclaimed, you can do it with the fucking Outrunners. Alright, who in my opinion are better. Alright? That's it for Dynamite this week. Definitely was not as good as last week's episode, but there was some good and there was some bad. So overall, I'd say it was a decent episode. You know, it had its moments. It definitely had its moments. All right, some interesting things happened. So let me know how you feel about Dynamite this week. Love it, hate it, comment, subscribe to the channel. It's all the same to me. I just want to see the engagement and the feedback from you guys. And again, clearly you guys have no problem disliking my shit. I mean, that's for damn sure. Not only will you dislike it, but you don't tell me why you dislike it. You gotta love it. But yeah, I want to see the likes go up. I want to see the comments. I want to see the feedback from you guys. I want to know what you guys think. That's why I fucking make these videos in the first place. First, the next video, I did a poll about Cody Monet being named #1 at PWI's top wrestlers, the top 500 wrestlers for 2024. And I asked you guys, should I make a video on this or not? Which I'm not going to go through the entire list. I'm just going to mainly roast Cody Monet as garbage, as a champion, as a wrestler as he is. And just, I'll kind of skim through some of the lists of some of the spots of where people are at. That's all I'm going to do. So right now, last time I checked, was leaning towards yes. So I'm gonna leave it up for another like 24 hours before I make a decision if I make the video or not. But yeah, and besides that, I'm gonna do the TNA review as well. All right. So yeah, wasting enough of your guys' time. So with that said, be safe, be blessed, take care of yourself, and trust in God. I'm out of here. Till next time, adios.